Hi, it's John Binney. You asked me about shadow work, like when should you do it? How do you know whether you've done enough? And what happens when you've worked through your shadows? These are great questions. And let me first share some of my experiences. So, for example, when I feel scared about doing something, it is a shadow for me. And that's really exciting. So one shadow I've had in the past has been speaking light language. Light language is, to those that have never experienced it before, or are skeptical about it, it can be, it just sounding like someone is speaking kind of gibberish or gobbledygook. And when I speak light language, like dragon light language, which makes me really feel like I'm stepping into my power and speaking my truth as I bring forward that dragon energy in me. I used to feel a lot of resistance, a lot of fear about sharing that on social media. And I realized that the best way to face that shadow is to really step into that fear. So to do it, to just go ahead and speak light language and share it on social media and just allow people to experience it. And to, put my self-love first, which is, well, if if someone reacts badly to it, like they don't like it, they might give me some negative comments about it. They might do that in the physical world and or online. And to know that, my boundaries, my self-respect, my self-love comes first. And so if people don't resonate with it, then they don't need to watch it. It's a free will universe. And same for me, I don't need to tolerate or apologize for myself or my truth. So I see that fear for me was like a kind of this demon, this being stood in front of this door to my dream life. And in my dream life, in my goals and in what I want for my future, I want to speak my truth. I want to be able to freely, have true freedom of speech. And I feel like it's a fundamental law, a right, that everything in this universe has the ability to speak their truth. And so I find that a really beautiful exercise. And then the second part of shadow work is like your comfort zone. So if you have a comfort zone where, for example, I was choosing not to speak light language, or I would only speak it perhaps when I was out walking my dog, or in a safe space, and not, just avoiding the thing that caused me fear, like sharing it online, then the comfort zone is also your enemy. It's like our comfort zones are a shadow in their own right. And so you're being invited by the universe to explore these, to say, well, okay, that's a comfort zone. I need to step out of it. And actually, in this video, one of my comfort zones I'm stepping out of is intermingling, interweaving light language with just normal human speak. And that feels really good for me. I feel like you get to see the whole me. I don't want to just talk about these different aspects of me. In theory, I want to be them and live them and express them. If you don't step out of your comfort zone, the universe will find a way. And so the universe will break your comfort zone for you, and it'll be less exciting. Or should I say it's harder, right? When you're in your comfort zone and you're just used to being where you are, and it's like you're sat on your sofa at home and you're feeling warm and cozy. And I can speak light language on my sofa all day and all night if I choose. But it's not helping me grow. It's not helping me share my truth, and it's not helping me overcome my fears. And so what will happen is the universe will bring in perhaps maybe a family member who doesn't like me talking light language, or, you know, finds it jarring, they may come in the room repeatedly, and I feel like I either have to dim my light, or when I speak it, that they find it hard to receive. And so, like, these are just different ways that the universe will keep bringing back these fears, these shadows. And if you're triggered by them, you know, so if someone says to you, "Oh, you're speaking light language, like you're speaking gibberish, like, are you crazy? Are you mental?" Like, when you go through those experiences, the universe is listening. It's like, "Oh, I gave you this opportunity to face your shadow. And then once you've faced it, I'll keep bringing it back to you and to see whether you're triggered or not." And so really, that's to answer the question of, like, when do you know you've done enough of that shadow work? It's when you're no longer triggered. So someone, you know, could say to me, "That's nonsense." And I can be okay with that. You know, that's their truth. That's their interpretation of my truth. And likewise, I won't agree with everything that they say in their lives, and everything that they express, and that each of us have the opportunity to show each other respect and to treat each other with compassion and unconditional love, and to hold space for each other's truths. That's all up to us, and to have clear boundaries, and, you know, to choose who you allow to interact with you, and where you draw the line and say what is respectful and what is, you know, good practice for your self-love, and what isn't. And finally, I was also just shown that, you know, sometimes it's tempting for us to feel like we're broken, like somehow that we're fundamentally born broken, and that there's just this never-ending, like, kind of addiction to shadow work that we must face, or point out shadows in others. And it's not, you know, none of that's really true. What is true is that each of us have the right to joy, to unconditional love, to compassion, to sovereignty, to free will, to equality, and all these kind of foundational principles of the universe are super important. And so, to be the whole of you, to be every aspect of you, you're invited to challenge any of the fears that you have that make you dim your light or hold you back from any of those founding principles. And I love that. Like, I love that we all deserve joy and love and self-love in our lives. And that's a really exciting thing to focus on. And anything that stops us, including our shadow work, from achieving it, then deal with it, like tackle it head on, and really work through it. And if this resonates with you, if I and my work resonates with you, then I also have a training course which starts on the 21st of January. It's called the Higherself Foundational Training. And in it, we'll cover quantum energy healing, clearing, protection, energy and entity removal. We'll learn about past life healing, soul fragmentation, our soul's purpose, manifestation, light language, talking to your spirit guides. There's just a whole range of topics that we will both learn about and practice, both in the 8 weeks of 1 hour sessions, and then also the self-study that we do between each session at our own paces, and also a membership group that's private to us to help us share these experiences. And if you're interested, then please visit my website at johnbinney.com. Link is in the bio or also in this video. And there on the homepage, you'll see of my website how to learn more about the training and how to sign up. I also have a whole range, a library of what I call Spirit Guide Meditations. These are free of charge and allow you to practice the same practices that I do each day. And I also have training courses, some premium training courses dedicated to things like light language, learning light language. That's on Udemy and my website. So yeah, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'm sending my love from Scotland. I love you.